Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, welcome to my page, Timo Starboy, Reality Talk TV. Yeah, I greet you at your location time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night. Yeah, so this is another one. Blinkin, Secretary of United States of America. This is an interview. They interview him. Yeah, this is one of slave masters, as you all know, uh, they are coming to Nigeria now. So they gave them an interview. So let's hear what they got to say about Nigeria. Please, if you are first time on our page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV and Timo Starboy Channel Blogs on Facebook, please like, share, and leave your comment below. God will bless you. So thank you. So don't let me talk too much. Let me bring the interview. So and we will analyze it at the back. Okay, let's go.
To Africa, it's hectic, very tightly packed. And this is the second time within 10 months that you're here. I told you just a moment ago that I'll soon start calling you brother.
That would be an honor. Thank you.
In any way, you come in here twice within 10 months on the heels of other senior level U.S. government officials.
That's right.
And Mr. President, the President Biden said, we're all in enough on Africa at the last summit. And he promised to come. Doesn't this visit fall short of the fact that the commitment
Can you see
by
clearly?
the president, since it was unfulfilled, is putting Africa lower on the priorities list of U.S. African foreign policy?
I think it's just the opposite. As you mentioned, of course, the president very much wants to come to Africa. Beyond that, though, as you mentioned, I think we've had 17 cabinet level or department level officials come since the Africa Leaders Summit. And one of the things President Biden was so intent on is we had 3 great days in Washington with the Africa Leaders Summit. But he wants to make sure that the 362 days that follow those 3 days to make up the year,
Good morning, my brother.
focused and engaged here.
Good
and there's
morning.
a simple reason for it.
How
For
are
the
you?
United States, we see Africa as a continent that's shaped our past. It is shaping our present, and it will for sure shape our future when we have 1 in 4 people on this planet soon to be coming from Africa. And when we have with Nigeria in particular, the continent's largest country, its largest economy, its largest democracy, there's a natural partnership. That's why I'm back to follow up on the commitments that were made at the Africa Leaders Summit by the president and to strengthen and deepen the partnership that we already have.
How does the State Department plan to strengthen diplomatic relations with Nigeria in the context of increasing global competition for influence in Africa?
Look, first there are tremendous needs and opportunities that no one country is going to be able to meet by itself. We make very significant investments, often, for example, through the United Nations as well as through other programs, in health security, the PEPFAR program, which has been one of the greatest things that we've done, and it's had a big impact here in Nigeria. For food security, working on combating climate change, given the impacts that it has. We're investing in infrastructure. And we see that, for example, in something the president has established, the Libido Corridor that will join up Zambia, the DRC, and Angola.
We know them.
Creating physical and digital infrastructure. But here's the biggest difference maker, I think. The United States also, and maybe uniquely, invests in knowledge, in transferring knowledge, in sharing techniques, in sharing understanding, so that countries that we're partnered with can then do it themselves and aren't dependent or reliant on us or anyone else. So it's that investment in knowledge that I think is one of the most powerful things we do. Here in Lagos, we just opened our 25th American Corner in Nigeria, the most of any country in Africa. And this is a place where people can come not only to connect to the United States, but also to learn, to develop skills, whether it's English language skills or technology skills, to build their knowledge.
So this is a laudable investments in products for Africa. But did the US wait to see China and Russia, taking the bull by the horns and coming in first before it served as a wake-up call?
Look, this is not about, for us, it's not about China, Russia, or any other country. It really is about the partnerships that we see as offering tremendous opportunity, not just for African partners, but for us. Look, the reality is none of the problems that we're trying to solve for the American people can we solve alone. None of the challenges that we have to face for the American people can we effectively meet alone. We need to be doing this in partnership. I saw just here in Lagos some young Nigerian entrepreneurs, innovators, who are finding answers to problems that we also have in the United States. The more you're able to connect people together in that way, the better it's going to be for all of us. So we're not engaged here because of any other country. We're engaged here because of the opportunity that we see to strengthen partnerships and to actually meet our common challenges. And it's a natural process, in part because of history. But again, when we think of the future, what we think and what we see and what we feel is Africa.
This is one of the problems we have in Africa.
President Biden has made sure that we're focused,
China
even with
is
everything
there
else
too.
going on in the world.
Shifting gear now, let's ask you to speak to us about U.S.-Nigeria security collaborations, especially in combating terrorism and regional stability, which are affecting economic and development efforts in
These are the
Nigeria.
unseen hand that they are.
みんなお疲れ様。
Sorry, guys.
こんちゃんと待ってたよ。今日も配信頑張るの。
Sorry, guys.
I think the challenge there is acute, and we can't minimize it. But we're also determined to proceed in partnership with Nigeria in meeting that challenge. Now, it has to be, and I believe it is, a comprehensive approach. Of course, there's the hard security part of this, and so things that we're doing in terms of building capacity in Nigeria among the security forces, the military, equipment, technology, intelligence, information sharing, all of those kinds of things are very important. But also important is taking a comprehensive approach if you're really going to be effective, for example, in dealing with extremism or terrorism. The relationship between security forces and the communities that they're supposed to be protecting is critically important. Making sure that the forces are there looking out for the people, not enabling or doing bad things to the people. That's hugely important. Making sure that we're also looking at some of the root causes that may be pushing people or driving people to take up crime or to engage in extremism or terrorism. That's very important too. And that means finding ways to create more opportunity for people.
We need to ask ourselves a question.
Have and believe in a
If
future
not because of their
bread on the table
selfish
for their
interests.
families, because if you can't do that, if you can't put bread on the table for your kids, you'll probably be willing to do
Selfish
anything in
interest
order to accomplish it.
on America.
It's a long way of saying we have to have, and we do have, a comprehensive approach to this in partnership with the government and in partnership with local communities as well. But the more Nigeria succeeds in developing its economy, pursuing innovation, connecting people, and meeting some of the very serious challenges when it comes to health, when it comes to climate, when it comes to energy, when it comes to food security, those ultimately are the best ways to create the conditions in which extremism, criminality, terrorism doesn't grow.
Let's talk about trade and development issues first. Let's turn our searchlight on energy and environmental policies. Given Nigeria's status as a major oil supplier to the U.S., how is the U.S. engaging with Nigeria on energy diversification and climate change mitigation?
Look, we feel a real responsibility to be a strong partner on the transition to a renewable-based energy economy, because historically we developed in such a way that
If they
we
mean
did
it,
things
it's all good.
in our own development that we're now asking
But
other countries not to do because of the impact on the environment. So we have a responsibility to help lead the way. That goes to some of the financing that we're putting into enabling countries to build greater resilience and to adapt. It comes with the technology and innovation that we help develop and we're sharing to make sure that countries can take advantage of technology to move away from fossil fuels. It also comes with an understanding that this is a transition. It won't happen overnight, but there has to be a clear plan and clear support from us and for other countries that have developed their economies in previous years to make sure that we're doing this together. That's the nature of what we're trying to do with Nigeria.
Two more quick questions, because I know you've got to go. You spoke about the signing of a memorandum of understanding with the Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
Yes.
Could you expand on that?
Well, look, one of the things, I think there are a couple of things that are very important. Of course, we want to see trade and investment strengthened between the United States and Africa. And actually, just since the Africa Leaders Summit, we've seen a significant jump in two-way trade and investment, a 60% increase just in that period of time. And partly that goes to the work our own government is doing with the tools that we have to support our private sector in doing more with and in Africa. At the same time, there are things that countries here can do to create the strongest possible investment environment. But there's another aspect to this. I think within Africa itself, making sure that the environment exists, and this is what the free trade area in Africa itself is doing, so that African countries are trading with and investing in each other. You have a very unusual situation historically, where up until now, African countries have done more trade and had more investment outside of Africa than they have within Africa. That should and it is changing, because that's really missing tremendous opportunities. But it also requires connecting countries in Africa. That's why we're also taking regional approach. I mentioned the Libido corridor before, that will physically as well as digitally join Zambia, the DRC, and Angola. That connectivity is the way you get more trade and investment flowing among Africans and within Africa, as well as maximizing opportunities to bring trade and investment from other countries to Africa.
Finally, Mr. Secretary, what will be your greatest takeaway yet from your trip to Nigeria?
Oh, look, it's in a way the same takeaway I've had on multiple trips here. It's the vibrancy, the energy, the innovativeness of this young population, and that's why when I say for us Africa's the future, you can see the future is now. It's actually happening right now, and it's especially happening
for them
with young people here.
Some of the
innovators that I met today here in Lagos, so as I said, are finding creative solutions to problems that are shared around the world. That's what's so incredibly exciting about the partnerships that we're building in Africa. We can see a future where African solutions, African voices are critical and central to everything that's going on around the world. We want to be...
You see, these people is their plantationer, is their plantationer, is the investment they want to protect. It's not like as if that they love African people, So we should shine our face. Let's shine our face, because these people, they are just like a slave master. Without Africa, they can never grow. So now they are bringing it. They want to sell their product. We are not buying, because we know all their secrecy. We know where they're hiding. Anyway, I leave that one. So let me bring you another topic. This is fantastic. In Nigeria, Nigeria Army was giving woto. Let's hear from the source. Okay. This is the video here.
I'm here to report the situation in Mongo local government to the whole world to understand what is happening in Mongo at this particular point in time.
In Mongo,
the military are the ones sending our people away to allow the militia to burn their houses.
Yeah.
At this particular point in time, they have sent every Christian away from a new market.
They are attacking
Christians. Leaving the Muslims to go burn their houses.
They are attacking Christianity.
The coffee only restricted to only people within Mongo, within the Christian domain.
The Muslim domain,
they are free to move and do whatever they want to do.
Religious war.
And not only that, the military has killed 3 of our young men, which I know one is from my own church.
Military.
They killed one yesterday. and I reported to the security. He said that it was a fake soldiers. At first he said I was lying until I proved to him beyond reasonable doubt.
I repented Boko Haram.
I said no, it's not a fake soldier. It's a real soldier.
Repented Boko Haram.
I said no, it's a soldier that killed him. Finally they made signal to the soldier and he disappeared from the scene.
You see?
This thing go on and on.
Can you hear?
Now that I'm speaking to you, all of them have switched off their phone and they allow the place to be burned down and raised by the people. And this is what is going on even now that I'm speaking to you. There are people around in Gindri Junction, down from this side, like inside, down there. Their houses are now at place because the soldiers protected them and they allowed them to
The army have started to kill their people.
About it. So
they have started to kill people in Nigeria.
As far as the question is concerned, we don't want the military in Mangu local government. They should pack at their load and go. We don't want them. We don't need them and we don't want them.
This is very serious.
The plan, they have been bought. They have been paid with the price to carry out their duty. So that reason I'm saying, and I'm calling the whole world to understand that this thing should stop. And people should come to our rescue to save us. If not, that is an evil plan for them to destroy Mangu local government. Because the governor is from here and we are not going to allow it. We are going to fight with less of the problem. They kill us all. The military should keep on killing us. We are saying to kill us, but we are not going to stop. We are going to penetrate. I will say personally, I organize the whole Christian Mongolian government. We are going to fight. We are not going to stop. And that is what I said. If this is not stop, we are going to call a meeting for and we are going to make an arrangement for that. Because that is enough is enough. We have tried all to make a peaceful living. We have cried and make cry, but the government is not listening. If they shoot up their phone, where they should take our cry to? That's my plea. Thank you.
Now, after listening to this, nobody will ever tell me that the military are not responsible for the carnage.
The military
the killings that
have started killing people. As you can hear in this video, you have to be at alert because this is a repentant Boko Haram. They have started their killing. So share this program, share it, let it go around, let it reach every doorstep. So this is how we have it today. So tomorrow we bring you another one. Thank you for today. Have a lovely day. Bye.